Thessaloniki is a village, or at least that's how everyone who lives here describes Greece's second city, a laid-back, low-rise jumble where all the tree-lined roads seem to tip you down towards the Aegean Sea. This may be a city of 1 million, but in many ways, it's true. People support each other and club together, even when times are hard, as they have been recently in Greece. The story of Sebriko is a perfect example.
Sebriko is a cooperative cafe and restaurant, and it came to life as an idea of a group of people we were friends from a long time ago, and time of crisis we didn't have much money. So we thought we'd put our small capital each one and make a cooperative job to find a solution. Our inspiration came from the need to give to people something good, but in good price. For me personally, it was also a matter of family pride. I had my grandparents fighting for our independence here, and I didn't want to live like this from Greece and go somewhere else. I wanted to work here and try to make something here.
The financial crisis hit Greece hard, but it also created a whole new generation of entrepreneurs who have had to find other ways to make a living. People like Kostas Karatsas found themselves looking at their cities in a fresh light and creating companies promoting local know-how and craftsmanship. Karatsas is an architecture graduate and a former property developer. He recently opened the Modernist Hotel, a welcome addition to the city's growing hospitality scene.
The Modernist is a new way of exploring Thessaloniki. It's a new way of exploring urban environments. We brought creative people and brands in the Modernist, and we're trying to link people with them while they're staying with us, and at the same time help them explore the rest of the city and what's happening now outside the hotel. From the handmade espresso cups by the best potter in the city, to our clothes designed by a local fashion design brand, to the bathroom amenities made by a third-generation pharmacy based in Thessaloniki.
Until fairly recently, Thessaloniki was overlooked in favour of its bigger, shinier sister, Athens. But things are changing, with people starting to move there not just from elsewhere in Greece, but also from abroad. It's been a boon for businesses such as architecture firm Urban Soul Project, which has worked on everything from hotels to residences. To accommodate their expanding team, they've recently moved into a bigger office in a historic Ottoman mansion.
The biggest challenge that we faced, especially in the beginning, was to find projects that we wanted to work for and to build a better portfolio for us. And also, a second issue was finding people to work for us. The recruitment was not as easy as it is now, even if there was a lot of architects, unemployed architects in the city, in Greece overall. During the years of crisis, it was difficult to find experienced people, but now this thing has all reversed, and we are happy working with people from Athens and London and Copenhagen, all Greek, that came back to Thessaloniki or came from Athens to work for us.
Yet even though more people are starting to move to the city, its charms have remained the same. Small enough to walk everywhere in the centre, yet alive with restaurants, bars and shops, Thessaloniki is all about great quality of life. At the heart of this is that village feel, something that makes the day-to-day of working that bit more bearable.
I think what keeps people in Thessaloniki is community feeling. You feel very much part of something here. I worked in London for 2.5 years, and it was with real estate agents and also with architects, and you feel much more isolated. There is that competitiveness, and I think that competitive edge, it doesn't help creative communities. It's an extremely close-knit, very creative community in Thessaloniki, so everyone wants to help someone else with a project or with work, and you know, I mean, yes, there are challenges. Maybe there's not the biggest kind of work that is the same in London, for example. But I would say the network it stretches everywhere in Greece.
This network has been the backbone of what has helped Greece bounce back from the financial crisis, allowing entrepreneurship to flourish in every corner.
The crisis has been very challenging and difficult for Thessaloniki and for Greece overall. However, these difficulties made people more creative, more persistent, and that's why we've seen a lot of new brands and projects coming out from the crisis, built on solid foundations. And I am very optimistic that this will continue in the future.
The crisis in Greece is by no means over. Unemployment is still high and the scars of austerity run deep. But if Thessaloniki's revival is anything to go by, there's plenty of reasons to be hopeful. For Monocle in Thessaloniki, I'm Venetia Rainey.